Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break. 59. Mike 59. We own them. We own them. Ready?
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Not today, you are. Not today. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, high 7.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. He'll be saying, hey, run that one back, Coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
At their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Stephon Diggs, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. Point after, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
218, chopper.
3rd down, they're going to throw for it with McSorley. And he's got his man Hilton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Break. 59. Mike's 59. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. And now lined up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready. Mike 5'9". Hey, tight. Watch tight end. 3 down.
2nd and 10. It's McSorley. Screenplay. Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Flushed out right. This is caught inside the 15. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Saquon Barkley, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's just me and you. It's just me. Get it.
Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback, and he finds Penny. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
51. Blue 18. There we go. Hey, man, tight left. 3 out, 3 out. He's checking.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Check it back. 3. Watch the set.
A first down carry for Barkley. They find some open field here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for them.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons have broken our tie. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Check, 59.
On second down, it's Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A gain of 3, second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Where are they, P? Guys, stage situation. Let's go.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's able to find Diggs. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Switch. 51 to
Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Penny running right, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
Right there. 54.
On third down, Mariota. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This quarterback now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Justin Ellis. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Another try after the first down sack. McSorley, throw left side on target to Thielen. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
all that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
McSorley, 1st and 10. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. 10 logo. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, Delta. Here we go. Mike, check. 59. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Bring it. Mike's 59.
McSorley from the shotgun. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's McSorley. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's to the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Throwing is McSorley. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for T.Y. Hilton. Incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Badgley able to punch this one through. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
I got you.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Let's go. Get ready.
Second half begins with a run from Penny. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mariota to throw it. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Oh, and now some space to operate. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break. 55. Let's get this.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's McSorley to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just what...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
He can't hang. He's not going to get three. Check. One.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Three.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Go team, Phil.
Now McSorley. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Falcons take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard.
Stop your run. Run. He's done on you.
Back to it after the pick six. Mariota gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Wide. Get wide. One. 51. One.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And some room to roam now. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. David Onyemata there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Left side caught by Diggs. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Falcons.
Right there. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Mariota to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. To the air again, Mariota. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here we go. Here we go. 8, read. What we got? What was 6-6? Bullet high. Ready?
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's got room. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
The Falcons take over.
Who are you? Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. One. He's coming. We got double up. Under 10.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 29.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Barkley. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch it.
Running left, it's Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And Diggs has it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Saquon Barkley running right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Mariota on first down. They set up the screen to Penny. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Mariota. And Graham's got it over the middle. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 51. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Mariota now. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Cardinals take
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. McSorley sets to pass. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
25, check 25.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Johnson was the intended receiver. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now it's 3rd down.
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Bravo. Don't get nervous. Go. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey. Mike, check, 59.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Haywood. Mike 59. Mike 59. Come back.
On 4th down, here's McSorley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got Kearse. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So this game's had a little bit of everything. Here's another little something. A potential game-tying fourth-quarter field goal that winds up hitting iron.
And there's always a chance that it's going to hit and bank itself in, but no such luck that time. And that's a body blow right there.
Alert 3, alert 3. Quick dance. Go. Get him. You got it. Right here.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Jerry Hughes on the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong